Let me tell you a story. There was a time when Jesus was having dinner with people who were despised by society, and he told them this story. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger son said to his father, "Give me my share of the estate." So he divided up the property among them. Not long after that, the younger son gathered up all he had and set off for a distant country where he squandered his wealth in wild living. After he'd spent everything, there was a severe famine throughout that country, and he found himself in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him to his fields to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the food the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he finally came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired men have food to spare? And here I am, starving to death. I will go to my father and tell him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired men.' So he got up and went to his father. While he was still a long way off, his father saw him coming and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The son said to his father, 'Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father called to his servants, 'Bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine who was dead is alive again. He was lost and is found.' So they began celebrating. Meanwhile, the older son was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. He called to one of the servants and asked him what was going on. 'Your brother has come,' he replied, 'and your father killed the fattened calf because he has him back safe and sound.' The older brother grew angry and refused to go in. The father came out and pleaded with him. But he replied to his father, 'Look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed you. And you never even gave me a young goat to celebrate with my friends. And now this son of yours, who squandered your property with prostitutes, comes home, and you kill the fattened calf for him.' 'My son,' he replied, 'you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours, who was dead, is alive again. He was lost and is found.'